Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of the Entropycast, a straight shot, one take recording of conversation, or in this case, a monologue of me slowly just following my train of thought with minimal scripting, as well as occasionally having a guest on. The Entropycast namesake is that of the word entropy, meaning lack of order or predictability, gradual decline into disorder. So let's get started with this episode's first topic. What I drank before recording. So, we're starting the first episode of my podcast with, oh, I didn't even introduce myself, my bad. Look, I told you, it's chaos. It's not gonna be coherent all the time, and it's gonna be rough. But, yeah, my name is Justin. You can find me at twitch.tv/kindofafugitive and on the YouTube channel you're on. So, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna start off with what I had to drink. Alright, I had a peach mango Angry Orchard. The can, not the bottle. So, what's that? 12 fluid ounces? 5% alcohol, that is. As well as a Caribou Lou, which is 151 rum, which they discontinued. So it's Bacardi Silver? White? The clear one. The clear Bacardi, and that is about, I believe, 40%, and what's it called? You know the hold on, Malibu, that's 20%, banana Malibu, as well as pineapple juice. So it's 2 parts, rum of the Bacardi edition. 2 parts Bacardi rum, 2 parts pineapple juice, 1 part Malibu. And it comes out to, I think we did the math at one point, that it came out to about 25% alcohol. And that was like a big cup. So, not bad. I chunked it. So we're starting a little loopy from that, as well as the Angry Orchard. And we're going to devolve. So, yeah, but on the topic of the alcohol that I drink today, I did not drink more alcohol, but I did notice that I still had some pink lemonade Smirnoff Ice that I might go take a shot of after this, and I'm kind of excited, I'm going to be honest. I will admit, it is 11:33 at the moment that I'm recording. It's PM, not AM. I'm not a psychopath. I'm not drinking a ton of alcohol at 11:33 AM, but I am being a bit stupid, and that I'm about to drink a significant amount of alcohol before I head to bed. And that's not generally the best idea, I'll admit it. But what really can you do? Speaking of not really the best idea, I probably should have brought a second person onto this first episode, but that's what can you do? What can you really do? You hope for the best, and my first episode is gonna be me talking into a microphone. So I will admit, this is a bit stressful. Shockingly enough, I'm gonna just let you all in on all of my thoughts as we do this, because that's the entire purpose of this podcast, is just to talk. And if people enjoy it, cool. If people don't enjoy it, well, that's my problem, isn't it? So, I'm looking at I have my little list of ideas I can talk about, just so that, minimal scripting. I got like 3 things written down, and I can just run. Alright, so we're gonna start with Taco Bell bullshit. So, Taco Bell has this thing, alright? They've got this one little food This little food. A Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito. I have looked at this picture and stared at it on Uber Eats for about an hour at a time and cannot tell. You can look it up right now if you need to. If you really want to know what I'm talking about. The Chipotle Ranch grilled chicken burrito from Taco Bell. The cheese that they've added, the normal like string cheese they add to all their foods, it does not look like it's real in this picture. It looks like they may have opened up Microsoft Paint and thrown it onto a picture of another thing they had and just sent it. I don't know why. I think that's, what is that? Is that supposed to be guacamole? It's avocado ranch. The avocado ranch doesn't quite look right. And the creamy chipotle sauce also doesn't look right. Also, what is chipotle? I don't understand what chipotle is. It's supposed to be like a sauce or maybe a pepper, I think. I don't really know. I really don't know what chipotle is. No, wait. No, it's a spice, isn't it? It's either a spice or a pepper. Chipotle. Hold on. You know what? We're going to look this up right now. Chipotle. Well, you know what? I'm only going to get the restaurant. What is Chipotle? It's a dried jalapeno? What the fuck? I don't like that. Dried jalapenos. I did used to bring dried chili peppers onto the bus with me and hand them out to people. I would tell people they weren't that spicy. I was not a good person when I was younger. I had a bit of a problem. I wouldn't just like get people to eat shit that was way too spicy. People kept on asking and like trusting me for some reason. Maybe they thought it was funny. I don't know. It was a bad idea, nonetheless. But it was fun in the time that it happened. It led to some great stories for most people. Like who else can say, yeah, man, this guy brought a bag of peppers onto the bus and handed them out, and we were all like, yeah, let's eat it, and we were all dying on that bus ride. Nobody, only these people. Nobody else is insane enough to do that. But all right, hold on. Those all right, people on the bus. All right, let's talk about this. The people on the bus, they did some dumb shit. All right, they would. I'm sure this is a common thing. It wasn't my thing ever. They would sit in the back of the bus and jump whenever we hit a bump, and would go flying and smack their heads into the ceiling. And it was so goddamn dumb. One of them actually hit their head, and their legs flipped up like a cartoon, and their legs like kicked forward towards the front of the bus. So if you could picture like a pencil going up, hitting the ceiling, and flipping with the eraser side towards the front of the bus. That's what happened, and they came down, their legs wrecked themselves on the seat in front of them, and they just fell to the seat behind them. It was like as cartoon as I've seen it in life. It was insanity. That person also was the person who burned they burned seats with a lighter, so I wouldn't say they're the smartest people I know. But, you know, what can you really do? It's just, you know, some people. And, oh god, that's also the alright, hold on. That person is also the person that would actively, you know, smoke the, the marijuana, the weed. They would smoke weed on the bus and just blow it out the window, and they would also be the person who would bring food on the bus and sell it. Like, they would bring bags of Chick-fil-A and like sell individual sandwiches for like $5, which I don't actually know the cost of a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think a spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich is like $3, maybe. I think they were making a lot of money they would bring like 40 and leave with all of them sold. How much is that? That's $80 profit, not counting tax, but you don't really pay taxes on bus chicken sales. So they were leaving school every day with it. That wait a minute, this person is in school and had made $80 a day. This person is rich. Why have I never done? That guy's a genius. Man, I wish I had that forethought. That guy's actually rich. I'm a little mad. I'm gonna be honest. What a genius. Goddamn. I. Oh, wait a minute. That guy sold Girl Scout cookies on the bus, too. Alright, those were a very significant markup. Like, thinking about it, it would go from, like, how much are. You know what? I don't know the prices. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Alright, hold on. I'll finish this. This is an important story. This guy sold Girl Scout cookies for $12 a box on the bus. I think this guy was actually rich by the time he finished high school. That guy made so much money on the bus, on food sales. God damn. What the fuck? That's insane. Holy shit. But that was, like, food sales. Surely could you tax those? Probably not. They're mostly, like, cash transactions, I mean. And that's, like, kind of impossible to track, really. You can't really do much about that. I don't really know. I don't know if the government can tax a high school student selling food to other high school students off the books. But, there's also a way to, if I recall, anonymously file for illegal transactions. So, it might be possible. Very, very well might be possible. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't that guy... Oh my god. Alright, this turned into a podcast about this guy. But, he's a hell of a character. He is also the same person that created my first high school nickname, that is. He called me Turtle because when we were doing the fire escape drill on the bus, on my backpack, keep in mind, this is at the point that I was a freshman. So I came in with a backpack that was way too full. Like, unnecessarily full. And it was like chaos. It was bad. I went off the bus in the fire escape drill, fell backwards, landed on my back, rolled up, and got stuck. And I was unable to move. I could not reach the ground with my hands, my feet. I was just stuck. And they had to have they didn't have to. Anyone could have helped me, but they just chose not to. They sent a security guard over to help me up. And they called me Turtle for the first year of high school. I very quickly switched to just my last name, but, realistically, I could have gotten off a lot worse in high school with nicknames. I did have the nickname at one point, Big Mac, because I was a rather heavy-set guy on the football team for the time I played, which was very young, like maybe 9 to 13, 14, maybe 9 to 14. Seems like a weird range, but that is just, I can't change the times they allowed me to play football. And then I went to, what was second? I think it was, no, it was a Ramos. Tattoo was first, actually. It was Tattoo when I was looking the wrong way. Someone threw a baseball at me during baseball practice. I think it was the coach, actually. And he smacked me in the side of the face. And the stitches on the ball, the red part of the white part of the baseball, was indented on my face and bruised for about 2 months, maybe. It was bad. It might have been like a scar, not a bruise, because that lasted way longer than it should have. And it was beautiful. It was incredible. I hated it, but looking back on it, it was pretty good. It was pretty funny. The that that coach gave me the nickname too. I think he was just trying to avoid getting in trouble with the parents for smacking a kid in the face with a baseball. Oh my god! Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, it was tattoo, and then it was Big Mac, and then this one is rough. All right, they called me. I went to a Catholic middle school. All right, sixth grade. Actually, I left that year, and they called me. All right, hold up. They called me something, a word in Spanish. All right, I was a fairly tan child. I looked old, like darker for what I should realistically be. I spent a lot of time in the sun. But they called me Ramos, which is, as far as I recall, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know. They called me a Ramos, which I believe is stand and pray, because at the beginning of the morning announcements, I would begin to say everything the other person said. They were speaking in English. They had me talking Spanish. They had me read it out everything they said in Spanish. I did not know the language. I still don't know the language. Um, I fucked up a few words, but it it had enough of an impact, like enough of an impact on everyone there that they started to call me by the last thing I said on the morning announcements. And I still played sports for them for 3 years. And it whew, man, that thing stuck. I met someone in the grocery store like a couple years after middle school when I was there. Well, a couple of years after sixth grade, and they still only knew me by that name. That name will forever be who I am in their eyes, and I can't do anything about it. It's in a language I don't know, and it's only because I looked the part, apparently. Really fucked up. It was like real racial profiling in the middle of that school. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what happened. I really don't know why that happened. It's still really weird to talk about and incredibly uncomfortable. Oh my god. Speaking of, all right, again, this podcast is just following the way my brain works and my train of thought, and I'm just kind of talking. Speaking of uncomfortable, I don't know how people sleep with like a blanket that isn't warm. Like I have to be warm when I sleep. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, and I'm using this blanket at the moment. It's more of a duvet, I think. It's a blanket. Duvets and blankets are the same thing. One of them comes in a set and the other one doesn't. You can weave a blanket. It's hard to weave a duvet. A duvet, I mean. You can't, like, go crochet a duvet. Oh my god. But you can crochet a blanket. And I think that's where the difference is for me. And I'll stand by that. Duvets cannot be weaved. Oh my fucking god. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why that makes sense to me, but it does. But my duvet on my bed at the moment is too light, but I don't want to get a heavy blanket, a heavy blanket, because weighted blankets to me, they seem so restricting. Like I can't lay there with a 5 pound blanket on me. Like, if you are someone who does, I get it. Like, I understand that there are things that are for some people and things that are for others. But, um, for the sake of conversation here, you're a psychopath. I don't get it. I don't know how you do it. It's incredibly uncomfortable and really feels like I'm being held down, and I hate it. I can't stand it. I would not ever be able to do it. I think I could at most do like 1 pound, but that's just a normal blanket. It's just a normal blanket at that point. Like it's like 2 blankets, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's I don't see the purpose. Really don't get it. And then some motherfuckers are out here using like 3 pillows to sleep on. You're insane. I understand surrounding yourself with pillows, but 1 pillow under the head is all you need. 2 at most. 3 if they're like incredibly thin, but I know you motherfuckers who are saying you use 3 pillows are not using thin pillows, and that's a problem to me. You can live your life how you want, but in my eyes, you're insane. You don't make sense. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, that is the most uncomfortable thing in the world to me, and is like actively ruining your neck and back. I don't get it. I used to use 2 and like hold another pillow, but now I'm using one thin pillow. I am essentially level with the bed, which is also not good, but still better, I think. I would argue that 1 thin pillow is better for you than 3 like thick pillows. Oh wow, I need to talk to a chiropractor. Which one would be like more impactful on your back? A higher? Oh, actually, they'd probably be the same, wouldn't they? Because your back would just be curving to the left, and then if you're laying on your right ear and you're curving upward to the left, I guess that'd be worse on your back to the left, but worse on your back to the right if you're using a thin pillow. Maybe I don't fully understand the spine. The spine doesn't make much, like a lot of sense to me. People tell you not to lift with your back, and I understand why. It's supposed to injure it, but how do you? I'm not quite sure how you injure it. Like, if you lift with your back and you lean down and grab something and go up with your knees, wouldn't that like ruin your knees or your legs at least? I need a diagram. I need to again talk to a chiropractor. I think most of my problems probably come from not talking to experts in the what's it called, the area, as opposed to just like thinking aloud and running with whatever I possibly think could be the problem here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the back would be hurt. It doesn't matter whether or not I understand it, but the back probably ruined if you lift like. All right, hold on. If I were to lift like a 150-pound item with my back, how much would it like deteriorate my back's quality? Are there different quality backs? Are they like rarities? Are they like normal, ultra rare, super rare? Or no, it would be actually like normal, rare, secret rare, ultra rare, super rare? No, super than ultra. Uh Surely there's gotta be somebody like age 40 with a perfect back, right? Who would it couldn't be someone in like a sport, because the act of the sport would deteriorate the back pretty quickly. You gotta think, like, surely, like a football player, their back is gone. It is fragment. It is dust. It is destroyed. It is no longer functional. That's why most of them end up in wheelchairs. I think that's more the nature of the sport than the bag, but I'll blame the sport because it makes more sense to me. But like, oh my, who could have a perfect back? How do you determine a perfect back? Would it be the least deteriorated? That would be a child, wouldn't it? No, it's still forming. The moment it forms is the moment it starts to deteriorate. Much like Pokemon cards. Oh my god. Someone's gotta have, like, the PSA 10 spine. Surely. I mean, like, it just makes sense to me. It's gotta be a PSA 10 spine. Somewhere in the world. It couldn't be anyone over the age of, say, what age do bones start to deteriorate? It's gotta be like, hold on. What age do bones start to deteriorate? 25 to 50? A 25-year gap? What? Okay, I'll go with, wait, so your bones are most stable between, like, when do bones reach maturity? I think that's the way to phrase it. 25. Okay. So the moment you turn 25, if you were to exercise in a way that prevents any deterioration to your spine, like not sleeping wrong or doing anything that directly impacts your spine health, you would have a PSA 10 spine. There's got to be some human in the world who has a PSA 10 spine. It's got to happen, right? Like, there's no way it hasn't. Well, actually, I mean, okay, realistically, it doesn't have to have happened, but I'm leaning towards probably has happened. There's got to be somebody with a perfect back, right? Like, without any All right, I care way too much about the back thing. I gotta stop. I'm really thinking about the back. I mean, like, PSA 10. No. We'll go back to the Taco Bell. The Taco Bell, right? So that was through a delivery app that is associated with the color green. All right, I'll go with that. I'll say that. You can probably guesstimate which one that is. I also ordered a Panda Express meal through that recently that had an estimated time that would only fluctuate between 30-minute intervals. It was estimated to be here like around 8 p.m. And it was like latest arrival 8:30. And then it got delayed and it went latest arrival 9. And then it got reset. Or like, it was like, we're on the way. The soonest it will be there is 8:30. It was only in 30-minute intervals. I'm not sure why. But I can say that they were not on a bicycle for once. People have been delivering to me on a bicycle so often recently, and it's crazy. It is winter. It is the middle of winter. People are showing up on their bike half the time. But it says they're on a bike. You would assume that they would show up on their bike if it says they're on their bike. But instead, they show up in a car. I don't know what car. I don't know whose car. Maybe they stole it on the way here on the bike. Maybe they just hijacked someone's car and were like, hey, it's too cold. It's mine. I'm delivering food. I win. They've showed up a few times in, like, trucks. A couple sedans. Maybe once was, like, a compact. But every time they show up, and it is chaos. I walk out and I'm like, oh, my food's not here yet. I guess it says they're on a bicycle and it says they're here, but I don't see anybody. And then they get out of the car. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. So I've started a new strategy when looking for my food. I will go out, look around, make eye contact with everybody. And the moment one of them makes eye contact with me and stares at me and doesn't like look away immediately, that's the person who has my food. It has not failed me yet, because most people get pretty uncomfortable if they aren't looking for you and they have like made eye contact with you, they'll look away. It is surefire so far. I'm sure eventually I'll make eye contact with someone and they'll just be walking their dog. I'll be extremely confused for a second. I'm like, why are you not looking away? I don't get it. We got a problem here. But that's a problem for the future, not a problem for the now. And what can you do at that point? Maybe you ask them if they have your food. You just walk up and be like, "Hey man, you got my food?" And they're like, I'm in the middle of taking my chow for a walk." And then you feel stupid, and that's on you. But what can you do? But speaking of chows, by the way, I tried the chow mein. Tried the chow mein from Panda Express at one point. It was pretty decent, man. I'm gonna be honest. I was going to Panda Express with a bit of a low bar, a little bit of a trash expectation almost, but it's always good. I've never been disappointed. It's just straight up incredible. Honestly, I don't understand how Panda Express can be constantly good. It's a fast food chain akin to McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Arby's, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying. But it's always like the same somehow. You can go to one McDonald's and it'd be like their cheese is misplaced, your burger doesn't come out right, too much ketchup, whatever. And then you go to a Burger King and it's like this burger is only cooked like on one side. It's rough. And then you kind of shake your head, pay. Well, you already paid. Actually, you're eating the food, aren't you? Well, you shake your head, you move on, and you go, well, that Burger King's not good, or that McDonald's isn't good, and then you go to a different one and you try again. Not that same day. If you're going the same day, you're got a problem. But if you go like again in the future to the same one that has messed up your order like multiple times, that's the point when you either live near only one, or you just don't care that your order is wrong. And Panda Express hasn't done that to me yet. I've only had like good experiences somehow. One was like incredible. Like I went there and I was like, this is the best food I've ever eaten. And it's like $7 orange chicken, $5 lo mein or chow mein technically, and it was beautiful. Like they had the perfect amount of carrots, the perfect amount of peas, and it was great. But like the peas, dude, the peas in chow mein are better than normal peas. I don't know how. I don't know what they do to the peas that they put in chow mein. Oh no, fried rice. I mean, how did I get peas from chow mein? There aren't peas in chow mein. There's carrots, onion, and one other that I don't remember. Definitely not peas. But the peas and the rice, very good. I've had the rice many times. Many times. I mean, it is always quality. It is always beautiful. Like the peas in Panda, incredible. But also, peas, generally only okay. They're cooked in like garlic or onion or something. Like some onion peas, beautiful. Absolutely incredible. Would eat them every day of the week, realistically. Like, I have got no problem with them. They are great. You can add a little bit of red chili flakes to them, a little bit of garlic powder as well if you don't want to cook them in the garlic and you just want to cook them in the onion. And then you could add, like, alright, this is going to sound insane. You add a little bit of honey to them. They're beautiful. Beautiful. Honey while you cook the peas, it makes them just a little more sweet than they already are. Add the chili flakes, make them a little bit of spice to them. They come out, ideal, incredible, beautiful, absolutely amazing. I don't get it. I don't know why they're so good. But speaking of like adding chili flakes to stuff, dude, I am gonna make tacos this week, and I am excited. I am ecstatic almost. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Oh, what am I gonna put in them? I'm thinking I'm gonna put like lettuce, maybe a little bit of tomato, maybe a little bit of. I mean, taco sauce is a must, right? It's tacos, but I'm thinking maybe mild. No, medium. No, thinking maybe a mix of the hot and the medium, so it comes out just right heat. And then I'm adding chili flakes, dude. Those chili flakes are important to every meal. You can add the chili flakes to like a cake, and it'll come out good. But I'm telling you, carrot cake with chili flakes. That sounds incredible. I am going to live the best possible carrot cake chili flake life I can. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. You should try it. Try it. Come back to me. Hit me with your actual honest opinion on it. It's going to be beautiful. That being said, though, chili flakes in like a soup or a pasta, man, I'm telling you, chili flakes are where it's at. You can add chili flakes to literally anything. You will literally never taste anything better. Also, I'm like, just so you know how much the alcohol is affecting me at this moment. I just looked at the time. We're at what, like 36 minutes and 40 seconds? As I said, I'm not editing this at all. I am gonna throw the Entropycast logo up and host it by my name, and that's it. I have not realized I've been doing this for 37 minutes now. I feel like I've been talking for maybe like 5. So I'm screwed. I don't remember half of what I said. I'm gonna not review this audio. It's going straight up. And so every episode is gonna be, there's gonna be no editing. Might have a co-host, well, a guest, more so it's my podcast. Come on, I'm the host. But it's gonna be a problem for everybody who listens to this. I hope you understand. I have no idea what I've said so far. I've talked about Taco Bell, Panda Express, PSA 10 spines. I don't know. I don't remember anything else. I actually couldn't guess. I mean, like, oh my god. I can talk about Michael Buble for a little. I think that, alright, so whenever I think about Michael Buble, alright, for some reason, also, the reason I'm thinking about this is I want spines, curved spines, people I think of with curved spines. Michael Bublé, top of the list. But I know Michael Bublé doesn't have a fucked up spine, but whenever I think of Michael Bublé, I think of the picture of Frank Sinatra where he's bent over. Like, the one with the blue background. You know the album. What is it? It's the one really famous one. Everyone can find it. If you look up Frank Sinatra, it's the one with the blue background and the blue hat, I think. And he's like colored in with a skin tone color. It's not his actual like skin tone, but you know what I'm saying. And every time I think of Michael Bublé, I think of Frank Sinatra. So I looked up the other day. Is Michael Bublé alive? And I was startled to find the answer was yes. I was so confused. I didn't understand how he was alive. I was like, he's 100 something at this point. He's so old. But no, he's 49, turns 50 in, I think off the top of my head the answer is June. Maybe I think it's like June the 27th. I'm probably wrong. There's no way I'm right. There's no way I remembered Michael Bublé's birthday. I mean, that's an unrealistic expectation, and I'm not shocked by my inability to be correct. I'm not gonna check either because that ruins it. That destroys the surprise and whether or not I'm right. But yeah, Michael Buble should be dead. I'm sorry, Michael, man. I no ill will. I don't know how old you are, and I never will. You're always Frank Sinatra in my head. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. Literally cannot place my finger on the reason why that you are Frankie S. But on the bright side, Frank Sinatra, incredible music, incredible job. Makes some good music. What's that one song he did? Fly Me to the Moon, banger. You can't listen to that song and be like, Fly Me to the Moon is not good. There are so many editions, like the one from Evangelion, banger. The one by him, banger. The cover by someone named Rainari, I believe. No, nope, wrong person. I am sorry. It's Anna Pantsu. ANNAPANTSU. Looked it up on YouTube. Fly Me to the Moon, banger, incredible. Love them all. Listen to that song like realistically. Just Fly Me to the Moon, not the covers or the original. Just total, all combined. Probably like, we're probably in like the quad digits at this point, honestly. I think I've listened to that song maybe 50 times a month my entire life. I don't know why. I just really love it. It's it's kind of great. I'm losing my mind here. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is why I was like, I need a co-host for the first episode, but I don't know what I've talked about. I've lost my mind. It's literally just been me going insane for 45 minutes. I'm gonna. Well, we're almost at 45. We're at 41. We're at 42. We'll say 42. We're almost there. And it's just been me losing my mind for the last 42 minutes. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I've talked about. Again, as I said, I've forgotten the other things I've already talked about at this point. Maybe, nah. I think with the co-host, the amount I drank will make this for more entertaining. But at the point I'm at right now, literally could not tell you what I've talked about. I'm just sitting here, and for some reason, I have the word pizza stuck in my head. Can't think of it. No, wait, pizza. I talked about red chili flakes for a little bit. I remember that. I very specifically remember red chili flakes. I don't remember what I talked about with it. I remember I talked about it. But thinking about it, where are red chili flakes from? What pepper? Because they're from a pepper, because they're capsaicin. That is their purpose, to add a little bit of flavor and a little bit of capsaicin. But I don't know where they're from. I don't know what plant. Well, pepper. Peppers are plants, man. Come on. I don't know what they're from. Gotta be honest with you. I think maybe chili peppers? Because they couldn't be habanero. No, are habaneros green? What color is a habanero? They're looking orangish red, right? Oh my god, speaking of habaneros, the Buffalo Wild Wings and Wing Zone had some habanero wings for a little bit. I don't know if they still do. Oh no, BW3's Buffalo Wild Wings, that is, still has them, but they're called mango habanero. They're, well, they're like on the wing scale. All right, 0 being I have food poisoning, and 10 being these are the best wings I've ever had. They're sitting at like a solid 5 or 6 for Buffalo Wild Wings. That's pretty solid, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll let that run. Probably better after you're like drinking a little bit and watching some sports, not really paying much attention to the flavor. But what can you do? You just you eat the food and you shut up and you watch the sports and you cheer for your team. But yeah, chaos, man. I'm telling you, I really don't know what happened. I'm sitting here looking at the time. We're at 45 or 44 or 40 at this point. I don't know what happened. Gotta be honest with you. This has been probably the worst first episode of a podcast ever recorded. It will get better and will be weekly, I hope. I'm saying that while having been drinking. I don't know what happened. Gonna be honest again, no clue. Literally don't know what it said. To anyone listening to this, and I'm sorry. You wasted 45 minutes listening to this shit, and I'm gonna be real with you. I appreciate you listening. If you've somehow sat through 45 minutes of this shit, go ahead and comment. I guess I'm not gonna say subscribe, man. You sat through 45 minutes of this shit. I'd appreciate it, but I'm not gonna tell you. You know my Twitch. Said in the beginning, saying it again would probably not be a good idea. I would misspell it at this point. But yeah. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a fantastic morning, day, evening, afternoon, night. Evening and afternoon are the same thing. No, evening and night are. Thanks. Have a have a good day. Ooh, lad.